Hi, I'm John Scholand, longtime Type 1. Some of you may know my earlier work from TimeSlin and Bigfoot Biomedical. And I'm really excited to talk to you today about my latest adventure at BioLink and the work that we're doing here in San Diego to develop what we think is the world's most advanced CGM sensor to help make life with diabetes simpler, safer, and more balanced. And so you may ask, well, there are great CGMs out there already, right? And I agree. I wear a Dexcom. I've used Abbott for many, many years. These are great products. So why is it that still only about 50% of people that need it most choose to wear a CGM? Well, we're here to solve that, and we're doing it in a totally different way. See, as opposed to having a long introducer needle that goes in and leaves a sensor behind, we sense just on the surface of the skin. There's no introducer needle, you don't feel it. And contrary to what you may think, the surface of the skin is actually a better place to do sensing. It performs better, there's almost no lag time, and especially during rapid rates of change, when you have low blood sugar and you treat it, and then your CGM doesn't tell you you're recovering from it, our product shines. There's many, many different attributes to our sensor and why we think it is so exciting. And I've summarized them into four main areas. One, accuracy when it matters. When you're low and your sensor still tells you you're low 15 minutes after you've treated, you're on the diabetes roller coaster. And when you don't have lag time, that goes away. And similarly, with the advanced projects in AID and pen-based decision support systems, becomes a really advanced and low latency input to those tools. Two, no introducer needle. So what that means is that you can wear our sensor almost anywhere. Sites that you are different from where you're wearing an infusion set, different from where you're wearing your sensor, and places that are much more discreet. Not to mention that our sensor is really, really small. Thirdly, our product is composed of dozens of sensors. So rather than having one shot on goal and making sure that it works, we have dozens and dozens of sensors. So triple question marks, sensor errors, we hope to do away with that. And then last, and probably most important to me, is really rethinking what does it mean to make a CGM which is simple to set up, simple to pair, simple to configure, and gives you alarms and alerts when you need them and takes away when you don't need them. And this is really a passionate area for me of rethinking how do you make this stuff as easy as possible to use so that not the most advanced and forward thinkers only, like those of us in this room, can do, but so that my mother could do it, or so that my kids, if they ever got diabetes, could do it. So tying together no pain, no introducer needle, the most technologically advanced sensor with UX first. And we are super excited about what's going on. So here's what it looks like. You open the package, you press it on, and you start the sensor. Simple. We describe it like putting on a Band-Aid. And what's extra cool about this is most of the things that we're developing here, we're not developing for the first time. It uses a normal adhesive like you've seen before, a printed circuit board, a battery, an enclosure to pack it up. It's this tiny, tiny, tiny little sensor that we put together into mature technologies that already work. And having seen all the people wearing these things, it's really cool. So what does this all look like and mean? What is this sensor? Well, we talk about microns, not millimeters. So we have some images here from very high definition microscopes that we use that show what this array looks like. And you can see on the bottom right, which is the Dexcom introducer needle, side by side in a picture with our array, and you can see there's a pretty big difference in size. And what this means is when you put it on, you don't feel anything. And so there are tons of companies developing CGM products, and how do you know which one is real? Well, clinical data helps to drive that. We're excited that we're going to be presenting an abstract, so go look up our abstract where we're showing results from some of our last clinical studies. We've done 2 in-human clinical studies, people with diabetes, done at the highest standard with a YSI laboratory measurement system. And you can see that even without algorithms helping to adjust our signal, the thing performs really, really well. And what I think is important is that BioLink has been pretty almost stealth and pretty under the scenes. But what many don't know is that for the clinical trials that Dexcom and Abbott have run, much of that team is here. So we've put a lot of emphasis into frequent and very high standard clinical trials so that we can show that not only can we make really cool PowerPoint slides and tell a nice story, but the thing works. And so when you start to combine the world's most advanced sensor with the world's best user experience in a very small package and one that you barely know that you're wearing, it's pretty cool. And my hope is that we can help to develop tools that get people to realize that CGM is something that everybody should be wearing. And our goal is to get on as many people as possible. So when's this coming? Well, if you look at clinicaltrials.gov, we are running clinical trials. So you can have a look there. And we are on the product development path to get this thing out. Working towards our going into design freeze, working towards our pivotal trial and getting this product out there. So go look at clinicaltrials.gov, sign up, and I hope you'll join us on the mission to get this product out there. Thank you.